You don't even realize it anymore. The endless scrolling. The constant buzzing. The little dopamine hits that feel like connection, but leave you emptier every time. You wake up to notifications. You fall asleep with your fingers still touching glass. You're always connected, but never truly connected. Not to yourself. Not to silence. Not to your soul. Because in a world that never stops talking, you've forgotten what it feels like to truly listen. Digital silence. It sounds small. It sounds like a simple detox, a social media break, a day without Wi-Fi. But it's so much deeper than that. It's a sacred rebellion. A spiritual act of remembering who you were before the world could reach you every second. Because when you unplug from the noise, you start to hear something else. Something quieter. Something older. Something you've been longing for, but didn't know how to find. Your soul. You see, the soul doesn't scream. It doesn't compete with trending sounds. It doesn't need likes, shares, or algorithms. It whispers. It waits in stillness. It lingers in the wind, the way leaves move, the rhythm of your breath when you're finally still. But it can't reach you through the static of constant stimulation. You have to step away. Not just physically, but spiritually. You have to become empty to become full again. When you create digital silence, you're not just turning off devices. You're tuning into the forgotten frequency of your inner world. At first, it's uncomfortable. You feel anxious, twitchy, bored. Your brain, conditioned by rapid input, starts panicking. Where's the noise? Where's the distraction? Where's the feed? But if you sit through that storm, something happens. A shift. You start to hear your own thoughts again, not the ones implanted by influencers or headlines, but the ones that rise from your soul like incense. You start to feel. Not just react. You remember yourself. This is what digital silence offers you. Not emptiness, but space. Not boredom, but clarity. You begin to reconnect, not through Wi-Fi, but through wonder. Not through screens, but through spirit. You start to ask questions that matter. Who am I when no one's watching? What do I really want? What is trying to emerge from within me? You realize the real notifications are not coming from your phone. They're coming from the universe. From your heart. From God. But you've been too wired to hear them. Until now.